Welcome from Munich. We have a smartphone here in our hands which is not that well known, but it should be because it's an awesome device and really not expensive. The Zuk Z1 was announced in mid of this year, I think, in Asia, and it's available now here in Europe in different countries for less than $300 and with an awesome hardware that the world hasn't seen before for this price, you could say, except there is some other companies, of course, from China also that produced similar devices, but with warranty in Europe with this Asian company. This is really a competitor that, for example, comes close to even a Samsung, Sony or HTC, since we have a full metal body and we have unique port that nobody else used before here on the bottom, and also fingerprint reader, full HD display. Everything is built in here in this beautiful device for less than $300, which makes it quite awesome, as you will see in this full review. So Zuk Z1, the smartphone, the only smartphone the company has till now. There will be a few others coming out, even a smaller version more for the European market, since 5.5 inches are not for everybody. It's as big as a manly hand like mine, but with a full HD display we still have 401 pixel per inch, so that's quite enough, and also comparable obviously to the iPhone 6 Plus, which has the same size display with the same resolution. So if you look at the box, it says here it's a Lenovo company, so there is some money behind the Zuk. They are not newcomers, you could say. Lenovo is a big player in Asia already, and they are trying to come close to Huawei and Honor here with this device, with the Zuk Z1. So what does this device do in terms of hardware specs? Easy, we have a 30 megapixel camera on the back, dual LED flash, and here a microphone also built in. Then on this side we have a on and off switch and a volume rocker. On the top we have the headset jack, a full metal body as you can see all around. The back is plastic, but it feels quite nice. Is non-removable with a non-removable battery, sorry for that. So 4100 milliamp are inside here, and it's not even that thick of a smartphone, as you can see. It's quite slim, you could say, with 8.9 millimeters for that big of a battery. And then on this side we not only have a nano SIM card slot, but it's actually a dual nano SIM card slot, so you can dual LTE card this device. So I am, for example, a lot in Hungary and in the US and also in Germany. I have 3 cards. I could just put 2 on here and have on both LTE at the same time. Now on the bottom we have here a really good speaker, as you will hear in this video, and also USB port, which is quite unique. USB Type-C is nice, not so many devices have it yet, and actually this is the first one in the world that has USB Type-C 3.0, so we have a really fast data connection, so you can put your movies quite quickly on the smartphone here with this reversible USB plug that is of course inside the box. Also a microphone, obviously if you want to take some phone calls. And then let's check out the front with an 8 megapixel camera even here. There's no front flash, but still 8 megapixel are really nice for full HD videos and selfies. And then on the front we have here, if you start the device here, the button for the last apps, and the back button here external of the screen, and also here a button which is a real hardware button to wake up the phone, and actually also the fingerprint readers built in here, so that's quite nice for a sub $300 device. So the Zuk Z1 is also available in the US, and you can see it's really fast when it comes also to just unlocking it via fingerprint. I just have to put my finger on here and right away it's inside. Running on this device is CyanogenMod Android 5.1 right now, but Marshmallow update will come out soon. Cyanogen has 12.1 as software version on here, and are really closely working together here with Zuk. In Asia, actually, there's a different software on here where you could even do different gestures on the little bottom part here for the fingerprint reader. That's actually not available outside of China, since there's other Google policies there. But if you check out the about the phone part, you can see that 12.1 is on here with Android 5.1.1 running, and it's a really good version right now, which is actually getting, or this one is actually getting every 2 to 3 weeks a new update. So let's check out the software, and really you can already see it's fast, since the Android and the Snapdragon 801 are well aligned, since both are out for at least a year. And also There's a fast GPU inside, so we will do definitely a little bit of gaming here, and the 3 gigs of RAM make it just particularly really fast to find your apps or do anything else here that you want to do. So if you have a bunch of apps and you don't like the app drawer, or you just can't find anything here in this app drawer since there's really too many and you don't know if your app starts with a certain letter, like for example you're looking for music but you don't know that it's called actually Google Music, and it should be somewhere in here. So where's the music app? I can't find it. What we can do then is easily just type it in here into the Google search, which will search online but also on your device, for example the app. I can just type in search and there it is. It's called Play Music, not Google Music. So that's how you could find, for example, your apps, or obviously use the OK Google term to search anything that you want. I don't want to try it, so we could also do the music. So this way it would only search online, obviously, but it works quite nice. But actually that's not what I want to show you. Let's first go into the basics, like for example, how does browsing look like? Here, let's just type in some address. Keyboard is really quite nice. We could type in the New York Times, and then here we go. To open it up, you can also flip it around. It's also quite quick here, and obviously we have a fast Wi-Fi connection right now, so the website also opens up really quite quickly here. And that's just nice to have. There's no zooming in and out, but you can also see it's really quite sharp here, the Zuk Z1. And let's just go on with other things, like for example, let me show you a few pictures that I took here with the device, low light and daylight, hyperlapse and different things. Like for example, here I was in Berlin, and you can see with the back 13 megapixel camera, you can really beautifully shoot pictures here of the dome, for example. You have seen that if you have seen my unboxing video. Also, you can check out here my videos of the front and back camera in full HD. Also, I just shot a picture of some food I had at my Lufthansa launch. Looks also not only quite tasty, but the colors are really like they would be in real life. So I think that's really well configured here by Zuk. And also if you check out low light pictures, like for example, I took a picture of my brother, even with a flash in a club, you can see here all kinds of details like his beard still quite nicely. There's details on his head also looking still quite good here. And in low light with no flash, for example, here there's a fog machine that I captured quite well, or with no flash, still a little bit more light in the background. Also quite nice picture. Or here there was no light at all except for on this poor guy back there. And you can also see him if I zoom in quite good here with the 13 megapixel camera. So you can check out also low light footage in video on my YouTube channel, Tech Video. That's my German channel, but just check out Zuk camera tests. And I will upload also this one here. That's, for example, a full HD time-lapse video. I was playing ball for an hour at sundown, and it's quite fun. 40 seconds of 1 hour of play. You can see it's getting darker in the background, and it's just quite interesting to see how really good still the camera is. And with daylight, it would be obviously even better. So what else is there to show? My favorite hyperlapse is actually this one. That's by an aquarium at a hotel that was like a minute long and shot obviously only 2 seconds. So let's check it out again. The fish are going round and round in the little bowl there in the lobby, and then we have here the lift going up, also looking quite good. And this was shot without any steady cams, without anything else. It's quite nice to have a really good digital image stabilizer here in the camera, and you can see already when you open up the camera, the front camera, the 8 megapixel are looking good. You can also zoom in and change between HDR, auto and action mode and night mode. Steady photo is also possible. Let's just stay here with auto. Let's zoom out again. 6 times digital zoom is possible. And you can see really all the details on my beard, on my hair, looking quite good with the 8 megapixel front camera. Also, you have here a few settings that you could set up. I will go through that with the back camera actually. And there's even more settings here, like for example, white balance. You could also here have a few different things that you can set up. You're able to see I switched just through a few of them, but there's even more right there. And you can also flip here the camera around, where you will have then also your little option for panorama pictures and videos, or actually no panorama videos, but here just a video button. Then you have here still the same options, but with, for example, also here a little bit more white balance. Let's just go here back to 0, or we can also do some other stuff. Can obviously turn on and off the flash. And let's go into settings, where we will see that we have right now, for example, the 30 megapixel camera enabled. We can also do 12, 8, or for example 9.7 by, that's then a 16 by 9, I think. Here exactly on the bottom. Otherwise you will always have a 4:3 picture, which I like more, to just have more pixels. You can cut it out later also. You can change here the quality a little bit to make the picture smaller. You can also change the focus duration and so on. In the video mode you have a little bit less options, but with the time-lapse you have quite a few options, which I love. You can say you want to shoot just every 5 minutes one picture, and at the end you will get a really nice full HD video. What I did with my basketball video was one picture per second, so every 30 seconds you had 1 second of real life full HD video there. No 4Ks for some reason on this smartphone. I wish with the 801 it would be possible. It's actually possible to shoot 4K videos also, just they didn't enable it here. Maybe with an update that will be possible. So I hope that they are working on that, because that's one of the reasons I would not use this device as my main device. I love 4K videos. So let's go back here out and let's try a little bit of gaming. And while the game loads, let me show you, for example, a similar device that could be also interesting for you if you like the size and the specs. Elephone, the P8000, it's also a Lenovo company. You have also fingerprint reader in here, same kind of specs with the cameras, and from the front they look also a little bit similar. You have also metal body, a nice heavy big battery design here, exchangeable battery, and also the buttons on the outside of the device. So the P8000 might be also interesting, since it has the same price point and specs than the Zuk Z1, but a little bit of a different design. If you like that, there's no USB Type-C connector on the bottom, but that's for a lot of people not a bummer. Ooh, the sound is a little bit loud. Let's turn it down a little bit and let's see a little bit of gaming here. It's still loading, takes a little bit, even though we have 3 gigs of RAM. I don't want to visit the store right now, but it makes me to visit the store for some reason. I have to upgrade something. Let's X this one and let's go on to the next map and let's run. By just hitting the screen. Now this is Temple Run kind of game. If you guys have followed me, I've been using this game for I think maybe a year now to test smartphones, and that was a bad gesture. So let's just start over here on this device. Let's go on running. So you can see it's running smoothly. The sound is also fine. Then we have also really not laggy game experience, which is always quite good to have. And the colors are especially fun. You've seen that maybe in the pictures before in my gallery. I love just how cheap phones are really amazing now, and you don't have to spend $800-900 like on an iPhone or a brand new Samsung to get really amazing hardware. And with $300 you can already get great devices. Now I'm dead. Let's finish here and go out again, and maybe let's just listen to music. Let me open up YouTube and play something, like for example, let's try Downtown. Let me search here. Let's try Downtown by Macklemore and Lewis with the official music video. Let's skip a little bit and let's turn up the volume. Now the sound comes out here on the bottom, right here.
Timberland, Khaled, Scott Storch, Birdman, got them. Man, everybody got Bugattis. But I'ma keep it hella 1987, head into the dealership and drop a stack in Kappa Kawasaki. I'm stunning on everybody. Hella raw pasta wasabi. I'm so low that my cajones almost dragging on the concrete. My seat is leather. Our bottom line is pleather. But girl, we can still ride together. You don't need an Uber. You don't need a cab. Forget a bus pass. You got a moped, man. She got 1988 Mariah Carey here.
So, sounds really good, sounds really also loud, and it's enough for watching movies or music, listening to music. Obviously, this is not an external Bluetooth speaker, but actually a quite interesting fact also about this phone is ZUK also sells the world's first USB Type-C headset, I think. So you can also buy it for this one. In the box, there's just a standard charging cable, there's no headset inside. But what's quite interesting about that is if you listen to music over your USB Type-C headset connector, you can actually also listen to music over a headset jack at the same time. So you can view movies with friends, for example, on this quite big phone or big screen. And listen to obviously the soundtrack at the same time, which is quite great. So there's not much else to say about this phone except for it's beautiful. The only reason I would not buy this is there's no 4K resolution video inside to record for yourself. There's no NFC inside, so for Android Pay this is not possible. NFC is for some reason missing, I don't know why. And another reason is it's just too big for me. 5.5 inches are not my size. I'm using right now a Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge, which is still double the price of this device. You can see it here. In terms of size, it's a lot smaller with 5.1 inches, has the same features, a little bit better camera obviously, but it's still double the price. But otherwise, if ZUK brings out this phone in a 5-inch, 5.2-inch version with not that big of a border like here, display border, it will be quite successful, I think, also in Europe and in the US, where just smaller phones are a little bit more present. So thank you much for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want to see more comparisons, tests, reviews, all kinds of things with tech. Till next time, peace and again. Thank you much for watching. My name is Balazs. Until next time, bye.